We go back to the mansion. May is currently being occupied by Claire, who played Distraction. They're playing in the yard right now, as people are setting up streamers and making the cake. Wick is just sort of going through the motions. Like, he's not even thinking about it, just like adding the ingredients. Beatrice and Authority are talking very like quietly and hurriedly in another room. It isn't until Claire comes back in and May's getting into her party dress, for party girls, that Claire goes, okay guys, I don't think we should tell her right now. I think we should wait till at least tomorrow. And let's just try our best to make this a happy time.
Lilith puts her hand on Claire's shoulder. We'll do our best.
Yeah. Gwilla is on the floor, kind of near, over by Wick, but I think hears that. Because are we in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's like kind of sitting on the floor next to Wick's feet. Her tail is curled around her. She just has that thing where she's like this on her knees and she turns her head and you can see she's been crying a lot.
Yeah.
There's just like, you know, I got fucked right up to get this birthday cake if it isn't gonna be a fucking smashing birthday party. But what do you think I worked this hard for?
But we survived. We survived, God, an accidental murder. We survived losing a close friend, escaping the undead. Things are uncertain now, but we survived. And we'll continue to survive. I hope.
Atticus goes up to Wick and goes, how's the cake? It's good. I think I'm gonna let it cool before I add the frosting. Right. Can I speak to you? Sure. And they go into another room, and you can vaguely hear the whispers of Atticus actually apologizing to Wick.
Good.
And, they both... You don't hear everything that was said, unless you want to make a perception check.
I think Lilith she's very good at perception, so I think she'll like a perception check, just because she's at her heart, just a little bit nosy.
Roll for it.
Alright. No advantages, perception.
No.
Alright, let's see what I got. $19.
Awesome. You hear their conversation pretty clearly. And I'm not gonna do the whole back and forth.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Essentially the summary is, it started out with Atticus apologizing to Wick, and Wick being like, it's okay, you know, like, almost dismissively, but not trying to be. He's
right.
Just kind of numb right now.
No, I get that.
And Atticus essentially breaking down and crying because of his own emotions, and Wick realizing that he's like more upset than he gives off, and Wick ending up comforting Atticus.
Nice.
And they sort of have a bro moment where they promise to keep each other in check. And when they get back out, you know, they're both kind of teary-eyed. Atticus more than Wick, surprisingly. And they're doing a lot better now. They're kind of chummy.
Lilith is going to go up to Atticus and just say, I feel like I haven't asked this in a while, and I don't know, but are you okay?
No.
Do you want to talk about it?
Not right now. I love you for asking. I haven't been my best self, and I apologize for that, my love.
I'm glad you finally realized that. But we've got a birthday to celebrate, don't we?
We do. A very special little girl.
Mary feels bad about it, but I think Ellie is absolutely just catatonic. I think Archive is extremely concerned. She has not said anything, she has not done anything, she is just sitting and like staring into space. Everyone should probably be concerned.
Yeah.
I think Archive's gonna come into the kitchen and look around and be like, Lilith,
But
you can go into dreams and stuff, right?
I can. What we need?
It's Ellie.
Let's go.
He's gonna pull you into the other room. If other people want to follow, they can.
I'll get up.
Ellie's awake.
Right, but she's like
She's just,
out of it. Archive is worried it's like a coma situation or something. He's like overthinking. Yes.
Is May around? Or is
May
she...
is getting her party dress on.
Okay, so she's busy doing something else.
Yeah. I'm sort of letting you guys have an emotional breather before you have to put on faces for this little girl.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know what to do.
So Lilith obviously has not dealt with like. Actually, wait. Now you know what? Lilith does have the sleep spell because of
Sleep?
So you're gonna put Ellie to sleep?
because that's the only way she get her dreams, right? Is if she's sleeping.
That's true, but I think what Archive is saying is like he's like, I don't know if she's in a coma or not.
Okay.
But you can tell he's overthinking and overworrying.
Archive. She's awake. I think she's overwhelmed. She's shut down, essentially. Which, I'll admit that I've been through that a couple times. And sometimes you just gotta wait it out, as much as it hurts. As frustrating as that is. But we can't force her out of this, necessarily. Trying to talk to her might not help. I mean, what do you guys think?
I'm gonna... Oh, go ahead.
We can try, but I'm just not sure if it'll work.
I think you and I have the same idea.
I was just gonna pop up behind and say, I think she's in shock.
Okay, we don't have the same idea.
Yeah.
I think while like they're kind of talking about this, Paeris is gonna kind of like hesitantly just go up to Ellie and kind of like kneel beside her, so like their presence is kind of quiet, and just say like, do you want to talk about it?
You get no response, but she starts crying again.
Paeris is gonna say, nod if you want a hug, or shake your head if you want some space.
She doesn't do anything.
Okay. Then they say, nod if you want me to just sit here.
She doesn't do anything. She's just
completely blank.
yeah.
Okay.
Not responsive.
And Paeris says, I'm going to stay here with you.
Okay.
I think Archive is gonna sort of kneel in front of Ellie in this sort of elegant way while trying not to cry himself. Because technically he did know Wattz longer. Yeah. And this is also hard for him. But he also understands that you probably feel like this is your fault in some way. And he holds your hands if you'll let him. And he's sort of just... He's not trying to make eye contact with you because he gets that you're probably just going to look distant. And he sort of rubs his thumbs on the back of your hands and goes, Ellie, it's going to get reversed. It sucks right now. And he's been through a lot. But we can't give up on him. We can fix this. You can fix this. He wouldn't want you to give up.
I don't want to do this anymore.
I wish you didn't have to. And he puts one hand on the side of your face and says so earnestly, more than anything, I wish I could take this burden away from you. I love you so much. I'm so sorry. It shouldn't be you, but it is. You don't have to be strong today. We can tell May that you're a little sick, and you can rest if you want. Nobody expects anything from you today. If you need to rest, I will care for you. I will give you everything I can. I'm so sorry. It's not fair. It shouldn't be you, but it is.
I want to see my sister.
He nods in understanding. We'll make it happen, okay? We'll save her.
Are Claire and Beatrice in the room?
I think they let you guys have your privacy.
Okay, because I was gonna say they don't know.
No, they don't.
Ellie is actually she's gonna stand up, but she's gonna say, I need to be sick.
Okay. You can be sick.
I'm gonna.
And
can I hold her hair?
Are you like when you say do you need to be sick? Are you saying that as like I'm gonna be sick
She's
to cover
gonna
for
puke.
May, or you're
No,
actually
she's
gonna
gonna
puke?
Paris is gonna just like dash over to the nearest bathroom and open the door.
Yep.
I think Archive helps you to the bathroom.
Yep.
And he, if you let him, holds your hair back and closes the door for your privacy.
Paris is gonna stand guard outside. Very tiny.
When you're done, do you come back out?
I guess.
What would you like to do?
I don't know. Nothing.
It's okay.
I want to go to bed.
Want to take a nap? And then maybe if you're feeling up to it, I'll see if you want to come to the party later, but you can nap for now, and if you can't come to the party, I'll just tell May you're not feeling well. She'll understand. There's no pressure. Let's just get you to bed right now. Okay?
She just nods. She just whatever. She's
He if you let him, he will carry you to bed.
Sure. She's kind of just ragdolling. She's just like, yeah, whatever.
He sort of holds you in this very like intimate way and just kind of puts his head on top of your head as he carries you upstairs, and him and Authority sort of make eye contact, and Authority is kind of proud of him. He's like, yeah, watching your person.
Strong boy.
Let's go. And Archive is just like he's so sad for Ellie. He's such an empath.
Sad too. He's allowed to be sad.
Yeah.
And he puts you to your bed, and he tries to distract himself by reading a book on a chair beside you. But occasionally he takes off his own glasses and wipes his eyes because he's struggling too.
If Ellie hears him sniffling in any sense, she's gonna be like, just be sad.
He and I understood each other.
I know.
He liked that I was quiet. We didn't have to do anything. We could just be in the room together and not say anything. Like you and me, sometimes. Occasionally he'd spit out a random fact about birds. I know he's not gone forever, but it feels like it.
They should just cry in bed.
Yeah. Do you let him come into the bed to just cuddle and cry with you?
It's cry time, man.
They
Cry
cuddle,
time all the time.
They cuddle and cry, and I have a question for you, Ellie.
Sure.
Do you fall asleep?
Sure.
Oh, that's
Fucking
frightening.
why not?
Oh, I think I know why. I know why. I think I know why.
Before I get to that, I would say what are the rest of y'all up to, but I'm worried we'll take too much time to get to the actual birthday part.
Okay.
Sorry,
You're good.
No, I think that was needed. That was really important.
Very needed.
That was very important closure for Ellie's relationship with Wattz.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, there's like one small thing I want to do, but I don't think it'll take that long.
Do it. Hit
I
me.
feel like I would see that like Archive has it with Ellie. I'd kind of look at the others and be like, I need to go see my dad.
Go for it.
Val is in the garden.
I'm gonna very like slowly like kind of jumble out there. Can he see me like kind of walk out there?
He was... You realize when you look at him, he's actually kind of dressed like a gardener, and he's trying to do what authority's been teaching him with the roses.
Aww.
And then as he's pruning, he looks up and sees you across the rose bush, and he just parkours over and hurries over to you. Do you want me to ask what happened, or do you just want to hug?
She's just gonna like barrel hug him. She's gonna be like, she went too far. I even made her a bracelet.
Oh.
My brave girl. I am so sorry.
I actually thought maybe I was getting through to her.
Say that one more time. I actually thought maybe I was getting it through to her. I guess not.
You know, my dear, I know it probably doesn't feel like it right now, but sometimes people lash out the hardest when you are the closest to getting somewhere. I'm so sorry she's hurting you.
I'm sorry she's hurting this much that she feels like everybody needs to feel it on her level. That's not for her to decide.
You are such a compassionate soul to be so introspective.
I have something for you. And she's gonna take out the prayer beads and the sash. You want me to give you them?
What? What? How? Gwilla, how?
Well, we were getting recipe items for the cake. We kind of freed him from corruption, and I got to talk to his spirit for a while.
At this, Val does break down a little bit. I always worried it might have got to him. I love you so much. And to know you make me prouder every day.
To this, she's gonna put the beads around his neck.
He spills 2 tears as you put the beads around his neck, and he kind of clutches them.
And she's also gonna drape the sash on him, and she's gonna say, very jokingly, she's gonna do a very light tap on the head and say, "Wake up, you beanpole. I'll be watching you."
Aww.
He's crying and laughing at the same time and just barrel hugging you. The laughter almost sounds like kind of psychotic because he's like so like belly laughing.
Aww.
And he starts to spin Gwilla around, even though she's stone and it's kind of hard.
Probably much heavier than him now, like.
And he's like, "Oh, I am old. I am very old. Oh." But he's right. I need to start doing better. I need to be more like you.
Yeah, you do.
That's my quote. And we're gonna end the scene there.
I just want to say that while all this is happening, Paeris and Poppy have, like, been doing everything they can to try and, like, set up for this fucking party. I feel like Paeris is, like, rushing around, like, helping with the cake, whatever, getting like presents ready because I have an idea. And Poppy is just in the background like doing streamers and shit. And like
I want you to know the undead staff are helping you, like the good skeletons and the ghosts are like whistling and singing together as they're decorating, because you know they're musical ghosts and undead.
as they go, I feel like Paeris is gonna be like getting to know the ghosts as well as like good job, Garrett.
And Garrett has like his head kind of falling over. Thanks, Paeris!
Yeah.
Oh, which way is it?
You're going the wrong direction. Okay.
So
We can fix that.
now.
No, that's looking surprisingly good. Organized chaos, yeah.
So at this point, I actually think this would be a great segue into what I want to do. If Archive were here, I'd be curious, and we had more time, I'd be curious to look into that library to see more about the mythology of the gods and the sky father and all that, but he's not here, so...
No.
And also, this has been a very sad session.
Yes.
And I want to bring some levity because it is our anniversary, and also it is a child's birthday.
Yes.
So I'm going to spot Paeris, and Hypnos is just going to jump up and join Poppy in taking up streamers and learn to be friends and stuff, and Hypnos is very glad his friend is not dead, and rotting in purgatory or whatever. Purgatory. But she's gonna say, Paeris, Atticus too, I guess. So here's the thing. I'm not particularly great with children, and I kind of want some advice on how to handle this whole birthday thing. You know?
Ask her what she likes.
That's it? Mm-hmm. Is that it, Atticus?
My love? You're asking me?
I'm looking for second opinions?
I know nothing of children.
Oh, that makes two of us, Paeris. Help educate both of us, please.
Get her talking about the things she likes. Kids have like a bajillion things that they like to talk about.
Like music theory, or how notation works, or time signatures, or revolutionary text.
Not the things you're interested in.
Then what?
You have to listen to what she has to say. That's the most quality time you can have with her.
Okay, noted.
And even if we're not interested, we nod and go, aha! Very interesting.
No, you try to get interested.
Okay.
Do some research. Use that big brain of yours, buddy.
Okay.
The biggest compliment in the most aggressive way possible.
You're so fucking smart, you idiot. High intelligence, low wisdom.
I just have a little quick note. While they're doing this and I'm still in the garden with my dad, I'm actually also making a gift collaboratively with my dad for me. Cool. You guys will see it soon.
Nice.
Alright. If that's it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna briefly do the Ellie dream stuff.
Okay, and yeah, this will be exciting.
So Ellie,
Hi.
you're in dream space.
Cool.
What is Ellie's favorite room in her old house?
Her and Cidra's bedroom. Cool. Actually, no. It's her dad's office.
Awesome. You wake up in your dad's office. You're little again. And by little, I mean like little in that picture that you drew.
Tiny. Baby.
Everything that happened today doesn't exist. You don't know who Paeris and Lilith and Gwilla are. You don't know any of that. The genocide didn't happen yet.
Cool.
You're just worrying about kid stuff.
Vibin'.
You're walking through your house and you can't find anyone. You call out to your dad, to your mom, to your sister, to Andromeda. You can't find anybody. It's getting kind of sad. And you're having big kid emotions. As you're crying, where would you go to cry?
Now she go to her room.
You hear a, hello? Hello? Anybody home? Me? Can I come in?
Who is it?
I'm a friend.
Type Tiny Ellie does not like that answer.
Tiny Ellie, do you go to the window?
Yeah, I guess so, sure.
You see a straw hat and fuzzy red hair.
I open the door really fast.
You see a very tall, furbolg man who you don't know this person.
Okay.
Present day Ellie would know it's Wattz.
Yes.
But little kid Ellie.
Alright, well then she's gonna open the door slowly.
Hello.
Hi.
I was sent here because I heard you were looking for your sister.
Does she remember? Does she recall?
Yes. You and as he says that, your brain is like, oh yes, the goal I've been waiting for this whole time. You know how dream logic be like that sometimes?
Do I recognize him?
You don't recognize him,
Okay.
but you get this feeling you can trust him even though his height is kind of imposing.
Yes. Yes. Where is everybody?
They're at the town square.
Do we go?
If you would like. And he kind of kneels down to get on your level, and he's still taller than you.
Yes, of course.
And he goes, do you like animals?
Yes.
And he looks in his coat with a million different creatures kind of circling around it until he pulls out a moss ferret. This is my friend, Willoughby.
Okay.
Would you like to hold Willoughby while we walk?
Yeah.
Okay. And Willoughby loves your neck. He's just like hanging out and cooing.
Baby Ellie is very pleased.
Willoughby is an icon.
Ellie's baby hand fits around one of his fingers.
Yay!
And he goes, so how old are you?
I don't know. How old am I in elf
Whatever
years?
whatever you want.
52?
Wow, so you're a big girl now.
Not really.
Do you like being little? Do you like being a kid?
It's fine.
I would much prefer to be a kid forever.
Why?
Adult stuff is hard. It is hard. But not impossible. I think you'll make a great adult.
Okay.
But now,
She's just-
enjoy being a child.
She just smiles. She's got like no teeth.
Eventually he leads you to the square, and it's a festival, and everybody's there. It's old Mosswood. Everybody's dancing around the maypole. It's all the same games as like the Mycia Mushroom Festival. And for once we see Sidra as her teenage self, like sitting on a bench looking awkward. And in life, you would never have seen her like this at a social gathering. Sort of out of place for her. And before bringing you over to her, Wattz just kneels down and says, I think she's having a hard time.
Why?
I'm not sure. Being a teenager is harder than being an adult, I think. But, you know what cheers everybody up?
Willoughby?
Yes. Absolutely Willoughby. So why don't you go over there and show her Willoughby, and I'm sure it will make her day.
Okay.
And as you start to go, he goes, Ellie,
Hi.
it's not your fault.
What's not my fault?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, it's probably my fault. Lots of things are my fault.
Not this time.
Okay.
And you're a very good fixer.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he smiles at you.
I fixed my
Knowingly-
daddy's lamp on his desk yesterday. I mean, it was my fault
amazing.
because I knocked it off the table, but I screwed the top back on.
See, you're an amazing fixer.
Yes.
And you take responsibility.
Yes.
And sometimes things aren't your fault. But people expect you to fix them anyway. It's okay to say no sometimes.
But that's kind of mean, though.
Not always. Sometimes the best thing you can do is work on yourself. You don't have to do everything for everyone.
Okay.
Someday, something will happen, and you'll think it's your fault, but it's not.
I feel like that's going to happen a lot of times.
Probably. Have a good day, Ellie. It was nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Wattz.
Does she remember?
Not right now.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna give him a hug anyway.
You give him a hug, and he sort of holds you longer than an acquaintance would hug you.
And then baby Ellie's like, okay, that's enough.
And then he lets you go and walks away. You go up to teenage Sidra, having a bad day?
Sidra, look! I have this guy. Why are you sad?
Made a lot of mistakes.
That's okay. You just have to say sorry.
What if they don't forgive me?
I'll forgive you.
You will?
Yeah.
Even if I hurt you?
Yeah? I mean,
I wouldn't do it on purpose. I would never hurt you on purpose.
you threw a teacup at me from across the room the other day because you were mad at me for something dumb.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay.
I shouldn't have thrown that at you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not good at catching things.
I shouldn't have thrown it in the first place.
Well, anyway, it's okay though.
She pauses and starts to turn older. And her dress turns black. And she says, I miss you. I'm so sorry. And that's when Mosswood starts to fall away. And then it's just you and her. I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
Sever, take me away from this memory.
Wait, what?
And she walks through the darkness, and a hand is held out to her, and it pulls her out. And the lights turn off. And in the darkness, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and it's Watts' voice saying, it's okay. It's okay. I'll lead you out. And you wake up.
But I don't want to come out.
And that's when you wake up and you remember everything. And for a moment, you swear Watts was in the room with you. But it's just a coat hanger.
What's happening?
What? Then Archive starts to wake up because he also fell asleep crying.
I don't know what's happening.
What do you mean? Did something happen?
No? I don't know. I think I just had a weird dream.
Okay. Oh goodness. It's almost time for the party. Do you want to go downstairs?
Sure.
It's okay. Are you sure? It's okay if you're not ready.
No, I'll go.
Okay. Would you like to hold my hand?
Okay.
Only if it makes it better.
I don't think anything will make it better.